Right. So, hello everyone. I'm Maxi, one of the founders of DeGenerousDAO. I was introduced to Web 3 years ago by my mom, as she founded an impact-driven Web3 venture alongside Gavin, and other pioneers. So I started off in this space, to support them. I started off as a Twitter marketer, but here I am today as a Web3 founder like them, doxing myself live on stage for the first time. And yeah, but this isn't about me. This is about a project I'm very proud to be a part of because I believe it's making an impact. So it all started off when my partner Daniel invited me to Kenya to a service trip that he fully funded for charity. And that's where, we had the idea. We said, let's do something cool. And our NFT sale started off by raising 125 grand for charity. So that's where the name comes from, the generous Degens. And as we're partners of Lions Club, the largest service organization in the world, we're working with them to be able to organize international service trips. And these service trips can be attended by our holders. They decide where every dime is going to be donated, placed, and they can even oversee, they can go and they can be of service themselves. So this is just to see how big Lions really are. Over 1.4 million members, over 50,000 local clubs, over $1 billion donated, and over 100 years of serving. And that's why we're working with them. They are legit, and we don't want our generosity or charity work to be a one-time through incentives. I mean, all processes are really being gamified today. It's the evolution towards Homo ludens, man the player. And charity is no different. Humanitarian services are the same, which Lions have proved. They became the number one in the world by using these incentives. It's like if you donate, you get badges, you get banners, stuff to flex, all this incentives plus service as itself is a community bonding experience. And all we're doing is saying, okay, we're taking the same approach, but we're going to conquer the digital world. Because as you can see, I mean, we're already spending half our time in the digital world. It's being more and more valued. And the trend shows we'll end up spending a lot more time in the digital world than the real world. So we just want to make sure there are incentives there as well, as people will want to flex. So yeah, what we can do is make incentives based around NFTs, make sure that people can verify, provably on chain that they have donated or they have gone on a service trip, they have done good work. And then this will be reflected. This can be stored within NFTs as information. This can be flexed as a trait added to the NFT. And then there's all this status. You can flex it in your profile picture, in a metaverse, across games. And yeah, it's a nice thing to have. Definitely incentivizes good work. And yeah, this brings us to the re-evolution of NFTs. As you might have noticed, adding new evolvable traits to NFTs and storing all this information and playing with it for the purpose of memories, aesthetics, and utility don't sound very standard. I mean, most NFTs are completely static. I've seen projects try to help the NFT evolution by saying, okay, now you can have an offhand, and then others are like, okay, this offhand has utility. You can shoot people with this weapon in a game. But it's all transitory visual changes that anybody can easily acquire. Anybody can buy the same weapon as you and have the same utility as you. So we thought we'd try something a bit different. I mean, think about how we evolve as human beings. We make choices that lead to experiences that create memories and affect future possibilities based on our actions and things we learned along the way. I mean, I could have an exact physical twin brother. We could have the exact same haircut, same body, but we will have different experiences, different decisions taken, different perspectives. So shouldn't our digital identity follow the same principles? We want each NFT character to go on unique story paths and have their experiences saved, their decisions saved, and learn skills which are transferable. And then this looks of the avatars can even, uh, this is how one is being evolved, and they can even show your characteristics. They can show if you're brave or quiet, everything about you. They can show what kind of person you are. They reveal you. And we're going to show this off with narrative governance, weekly on-chain anonymized votes around story nodes and gaming events based on our collection Sci-Fi Lore, the Discordian Saga, where every story node represents a new option with votes, and every vote is counted up towards a total, which impacts the general storyline, but it also impacts your own storyline. So an example of a vote would be, do you want to go to war with these species? And if over 50% vote no, there shall be no war. But if you voted yes, it'll be stored forever that you voted yes, and then we can give you like a fiery trait showing to people you're more like an antagonist, somebody more likely to want to go to war. And then this fiery trait can, this is what, so an example of what you could vote from. And this fiery trait is can be used as utility, opening up new story prompts, new side missions, story prompts, mission games, and Connexus. And you may wonder what on earth Connexus is. So yeah, there's some videos that explain it a bit, but it's our shot at disrupting the entertainment industry. The entertainment industry has evolved throughout history, reflecting humanity's desire for play, creativity, engagement, and altogether escapism. From ancient cave paintings to theaters, cinemas, books, and video games, uh, it's just been evolving and showing how storytelling is a powerful, captivating tool. However, each of these mediums I named have their own limitations. Movies, although they're visually stunning, they have no interactivity. You're just watching somebody else's story. You're not that immersed. You're not a part of it. They have no personal involvement. On the other hand, books are a bit more immersive in the sense that you're in somebody's head, you're reading their thoughts, their emotions. It's more immersive, but they lack the visuals. And they also lack the interactivity. And then there's video games, which offer role-playing, interactivity, visuals, but they are heavily limited in the sense that they rely a lot on gameplay mechanics versus narratives. And the narratives are very limited in the sense that there can only be a few. In most cases, there's only a few, and then there's nothing more to explore. Attempts have been made to bridge some of these gaps with choose your own adventure books, which are interactive, text-based adventure games, and interactive films like Netflix's Black Mirror Bandersnatch. However, producing these come with a high budget. I mean, high cost, because every new story path you come up to, if you want to offer more unique possibilities, more explorations to the user, it costs you money. Every single new thing you come up with, it costs you money. So for example, Bandersnatch, they were a huge success, but that cost $76 million because they had to film with real people and professional cameras over 5 hours of footage, and which led to only 5 different endings, main endings you can explore. Meanwhile, the evolution of AI can now change this and revolutionize the entertainment industry. So for example, we make a Bandersnatch-like story for a couple of cents, literally. And the story isn't limited to 5 endings. It's not even limited to billions of endings. There's literally an infinite amount of possibilities. And each step of the story is unique. So at each step, there's a new picture generated, new story text generated, new options generated, and nobody will ever see it again besides you. Well, even you won't. You'll only see that one time or 1 second, and then never again. It's all completely unique as it's generated by AI. So this is overcoming a lot of the industry's limitations. No high budget is needed. You can just write any story you want, any category, users choose, what they like, and they can play it infinite amount of times, always a bit different. So it's infinite custom story games. And yeah, our platform opens up new possibilities for these, more personalized and immersive experiences. And I think it's cool, and I think I could, successfully market it to the Web2 masses. But I also like a lot the Web3 aspect of it. So here's a little demo. We're still in the beta phase, so there's a lot to add. There's music, full screen options, stuff like that, but we're still to add narration, text to speech. Right now, we're just using a standard high quality picture. Of course, the visuals aren't as good as an actual movie. Bandersnatch would cost millions, but it's only going to improve as AI improves. So AI is improving at an extremely fast pace. I mean, we can already use, we've tested this, we can already use moving pictures with thousands of different frames. 8-second moving pictures, more like videos. We're also exploring the capabilities of text to video. So it's going to become like movies very soon. But yeah, I wanted to talk a bit more about the Web3 side. And so yeah, what we're doing now is we're using it to evolve our NFTs. So the AI is brilliant at psychological analysis of players. At the end, it generates an analysis of your playing style, of your personality. It tells you if you're brave or if you're reckless. And we can generate, if it says you're brave, we generate a Superman-like red cape that you can equip and you show your bravery to people. We could also generate traits via our Discord and Saga, then give these traits utility within Connexus. So you go on side stories. There's always more fun to do while you wait for the next weekly thing. And it's literally infinite entertainment, infinite exploration for people to do. But this is just what we're doing with our current collection, of course. There's so much more that could be done. Any brand, collection, project, whatever, could come up with their own use cases, but it's pretty clear that offering an immersive experience to empower your community is something that can be very valuable way to gamify things. And yeah, in conclusion, DeGenerousDAO stands at the forefront of cutting edge technology and a groundbreaking fusion of NFTs, AI, and storytelling, igniting a new era of interactive, dynamic experiences while championing philanthropy. And you can find out more at DeGenerousDAO.com. You can find us on Rare Sama, one of the leading community curated governed marketplaces that's on Munsama's power chain. And if you'd like to explore any endeavors with us, explore Connexus more, demo it, feel free to reach out to me after or contact me on Twitter. Thank you very much.